Good evening, drivers. EB here, your producer. Settle in. It's time to roll with Trucker Don.
We're going to talk about life on the road and all sorts of things that four-wheelers don't know about. So keep it a secret. We're going to talk about all that right now. So why am I doing this anyway? I was a trainer for quite a few years. Trained 48 people, some of them for a few days, some of them for 8 weeks. But I found that just having the skills is not enough. And you guys realize this. It takes a special person to want to leave family and home and be out for weeks at a time. It's not an easy life. There's some people had all the skills, could drive a truck, could handle everything, but they couldn't take the lifestyle. And that's what they don't teach you in trucking school. Your company can't teach you that. Your trainer can help you with that. But you have to get a kind of a peace with the road. Those of you who've been on the road for a number of years, leave some comments about how you deal with it, how you deal with the stresses of the road, how you deal with family problems when you're away. It's a real issue. People don't talk about that much. I don't think people realize how much a driver gives up to go on the road. You're special people out there. I've known so many of you over the years, and so many that I drove with are already gone. But without guys like you and gals like you, this country would die. You know that. There's people who think that, well, they go to the grocery store and everything's there, right? You know where it comes from. Having been a farmer half of my life, I know the soil that it comes from. I've actually delivered every single possible pathway in beef. I've thought about writing a book called The Circle of Beef, from planting corn in the ground to taking the grain to the packers, or the feedlot, and then to the packers, hauling cows around. I've done that. Hauling the loads from Cactus, Texas to Brooklyn, New York. Western beef. How many of you have been to Western beef? Is it still the, well, I won't say what it was, but I've been there. If I didn't have a Brooklyn driver show me in there, I'd probably still be lost wandering around Brooklyn. So I think I have a few things to bring to the table that maybe other people are not quite doing. And that would be to, well, be a listening ear. You know, there's so many people that are willing to tell you facts and tell you how they did it and how they do it's better than you, and point out your mistakes. We've all made those mistakes. There's not a driver out there that points fingers at other people that hadn't had his time. I guarantee you. I know a couple. I won't tell who you are if you won't tell about me. Nobody's perfect, fellas. There is no perfect trucker. And anybody that tells you he is, well, I won't say anything, but you know what I think. So here's the deal. It's a hard road. There's all sorts of different rules in different states. Each shipper and each receiver can frustrate the hell out of you. I know, I've been there. My record waiting on a load at a meat plant was 36 hours. And then I had to argue over retention pay. And then the load was late and they wanted to take it off of me. Good Lord, that's trucking. You guys still say that phrase. That's trucking. That covers everything. All the frustrations. Drop a note in the comments how many frustrations you've had this week. You know, it doesn't matter how long a driver's been out there on the road, how many million miles he's run. There's always a new frustration to come up. Something you haven't ever seen before. So does the world need another trucking channel? Some old codger thinking he has something to say. Well, whether it does or not, I'm here and I'm not going away, because I've been retired for a few years, and I'll tell you a story about why I retired. It wasn't my choice. I started getting blurry vision in one eye, and then a few weeks later the other. It's called vitreal separation. And 3 or 4 years of surgery, I was left with decent vision, but with gaps in the middle. And I could still pass the eye test, but fellas, I took myself out of service. There wasn't any way I was going to put the public in danger, because there's a little bit in the center of my eye that I couldn't see. You know, you can do all sorts of things, moving your eyes around to pass a test, but I knew better. So here I am, up on the mesa, growing fruits and vegetables instead of hauling them. So here's the deal. I've been doing some short videos, and I've been writing some songs, and using AI to play them, because I guarantee you fellas do not want to hear me sing. I would be the result of a petition filed against me to get me off of YouTube if that happened. So I will be here. I will figure out something coherent to say. And if you want to drop out by and see me and give a talk to me and leave some comments, well, we'll talk about what you want to talk about. But I hope to be an encouragement to you. I know that everybody's out there pointing their fingers at you. Everybody's got a thumb on you, from the Qualcomm to the DOT to the shippers, the receivers, the brokers. It's a pressure cooker, man, and I know it. Maybe we can make light of it, have some good laughs, and figure out a few things. So take care, fellas. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for riding with Trucker Don. See you next week. Safe travels till then.